Action.
Welcome back. This is still News Insight. I am Pelumi. And on this segment, we'll be talking about the U.S. documents that exposed how Afe Babalola bribed 5 Court of Appeal judges. And I have Engineer Kingsley and Barrister Philip will be discussing this together. So on the news, it says that the U.S. documents exposed how Afe Babalola has bribed 5 Court of Appeal judges with $1.125 million to buy Adamawa governorship judgments for clients Boni Haruna. Engineer Kingsley, please let's hear your thoughts on this.
It goes further to show us that anything you do, there is a record. You know, you might have forgotten your sins, but some other people have not forgotten. Let me be honest with you. I was against criminalizing what should be a civil matter. I said it here the other time. When Babalola moved in the dynamite and the dynamics of using police, this is a young lawyer he could have even called. Come, Dele, you wrote this thing. Where did you come about? Yeah, how did you come about this? And maybe if this is true, if this actually happened, it's possible Babalola himself has forgotten. It's 2000. You understand? It's possible he had forgotten. And when he now saw these books written that he bribed judges, probably he has not even done it in the last 10 years or so. He's so angry. Where did this boy come up with it? He came up with this and he now moved. But you see, the seed of corruption and the destruction of a system is not one day's job. What they started doing since independence of Nigeria, possibly even before then, has affected the system. And at any point, no matter when you contributed, you could be held responsible for it. So when you see people using sledgehammer to kill an ant, people are going to ask more questions. And unfortunately, these old cats, they don't know that the times and tides have changed. Time and tides have changed. When you get somebody arrested for anything, you are going to end up making that person too popular if you are guilty of what you are accused of. So you can't shut anybody up these days. I mean, they should desist from such character or trying to criminalize anything, use the power because you have connections or whatever. They should desist from such thing. I mean, everybody was really shocked when Dele was arrested, moved from Lagos all the way to... You hear how the Kalu say that, that he is even held back, that Afe Babalola is trying to work against the Supreme Court position of not criminalizing any civil matter. You understand? If people could have further questions on, this was a classified document by the US. I'm wondering, why did they even classify it? Maybe Barrister will let us know. Because these people are behind, America is behind democracy. Why classify what will be beneficial to other nations that you are helping to become democratic? Why does things like that have to be classified?
Thank you. Barrister Philip, let's hear your thoughts on why this was declassified.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I'll speak on the document. It said American official document has exposed Afe Babalola. That's the topic for discussion. The question to be asked is, this so-called exposure by American classified document, is he obtained officially or from the internet? Can we rely on it? Having said that, I will go to the topic of the day. There's a popular saying that when a story is published about you, don't rush to take action. That so-called story published about you, the publisher may have published it in a book. Not everybody saw that publication. And most of the people that saw the publication might not even read that particular article. And most people that read that article might not believe in the article. And those who believe in the article might not have any power to do anything about it. I would have, as a matter of fact, advised Afe Babalola to have been quiet about the article. Like James Adley said the guilties are afraid. I think what has played out is that he's afraid of his shadow, like my colleague said. I mean, why would you criminalize a civil matter? The issues of defamation of character and slander as purely civil matter. You said I published something about you and people have seen it, and this thing is not true. You will go to court and someone will to prove where I have those
Where you got it from.
information. My failure to prove it will amount to me paying you damages and all that. So I don't see where it's coming from that a man who says something about you, Afe Babalola, a very senior son, a very senior lawyer, a father in the legal profession, who knows it all, that restore to self-help by using the state apparatus to punish his fellow colleague who has said something about him, when he knows the right thing to do is to go to court. But again, he has gone to through the criminal process, which is very interesting. In law, he who alleges is proved. And in criminal matters, the accused person do have nothing to say. All he needs to do is to prove doubt in the minds of the court. It is the state that we established that Dele Farotimi has actually defamed the witness, because it's a weakness. The state is accusing him. So let's watch and see how it plays out. Okay. Let's not preempt the court.
So, Engineer Kingsley, with this new revelation now, last week, Dele Farotimi was accused of libel. So now with this new, revelation about Babalola bribing these judges, is it safe to say now that what Dele wrote in his books were true?
No, not yet. Like I said, I even first of all said if it is true. And the lawyer here also said we don't know the source. Okay, we're just reading from what we got from a publication. Okay, even the publication was saying there's a confessional statement of a senior lawyer who claimed to have worked with Afe Babalola in distributing those money. That each of them got $225,000.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't even know the lawyer. The lawyer has not admitted to say, I am the one that did it. Or they have a record, okay, where he said it or where he confessed to U.S. authority. So it is not still safe to conclude that it happened, okay? But the truth remains that I think Dele must have written this relying on certain documents. And Babalola at his level has not been fair to himself. The analysis Barrister gave here is very true in many cases, okay? I started by saying that he might have even forgotten this incident if it was true, okay? Now, going to blow the trumpet on, everybody wants to get this document. I have just asked a question. Why in the first place does U.S. authority want to
make it
classify this? It's a corruption thing. Why are you classifying it? Are you classifying it to use it as a bait in the future or for what? We want this country to work. Let me tell you, we want this country to work. Whether you are Nigerian, you are American, you are Western, you are whatever. We want this country to work. And at any point in time, we Nigerians see your action as being inimical to the development of this nation. We are going to speak out. If you arrest me, you can't arrest others. You arrest Dele, you didn't arrest others. He got disciples when he was in detention. So we want this country to work. We are going to, at the end of the day, request, if this publication is true, we are going to request, we are going to write to U.S. authority. Those diplomats, the People Gazette and all those publications we are quoting, we are going to write to them to let them tell us why they classify this. You see something that is hitting one arm of our government, one arm of our democracy.
And they are hiding it.
And you are classified it for what? And somebody will win election and you will congratulate the person. And we are trying to pattern our own democracy after you. Why? Are you going to apologize to us for classifying something that is very important to us? Because people have been respecting Afe Babalola. He was a sought-after lawyer. He was a sought-after son. As a matter of fact, he was authority for what we can regard as winning your cases through argument, not knowing if this publication is true, that a lot of things were happening behind. What kind of discipleship do you think, or mentorship do you think people who have looked up to Afe Babalola must have gained? You understand? Forget about defamation of character, forget about the politics. That is why I told you the other day, you have to dissociate this directly as much as you can from federal government first. Face the person, the evidence before you. So we can't conclude, but like you said, Afe Babalola have to demonstrate how the publication has damaged his image. If what is alleged is true, there is no damage. People have only got to know you. So that is it.
Barrister Philip, please let's hear your last thought on this.
Yeah, he has said it, or he has to demonstrate it as a weakness. And in this case, the matter is not in his hands; it's in the government hand. It's just a mere weakness. So I think the best thing for you to do, if he feels so bad about it, is to go to court in a civil form to sue Dele for defamation of character and for damages. Having said that, Afe Babalola has not done very well for himself. Like we said, it's a mentor. A lot of us who were lawyers, when we aspired, we're looking up to people like him and many others. So, like he said, we see him as an advocate. When it comes to court, that's the end of the matter. If this is true, as it were, it means that those one were just showpiece in the court. The deed has been done behind. So, and we don't learn that aspect. How do we learn that? So it means that we should go and learn how to, to do the thing behind the scene and come to court and just act.
That's what he's telling us now.
It's a sad situation. I think he had done very badly for himself at his age. He should have just been quiet. I think he could have saved all this puhara that is going on right now.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this. This is still News Insights. We'll be right back.